안녕하세요. For this project, I will be discussing Korean food. I chose this topic because it was very fun to learn about during this course, and I enjoyed eating lots of different types of Korean foods. I will start off by talking about the elements that Korean cuisine and general Asian cuisine is based off of. Korean food is based off of 5 material elements. First one is wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These elements are associated with organs of the body as well as our 5 basic tastes, which are sour, sweet, bitter, spicy, and salty. Korean philosophy is deeply rooted with the yin-yang concept. The forces of yin and yang should always be balanced. They are also the known forces that control the universe. Korean cuisine incorporates yin-yang philosophy in their cooking. While this may seem a very traditional and old-fashioned way of living, it's just a good way of making sure you eat healthy. People have their own yin and yang when it comes to eating. For example, some people should eat more fish than red meat to keep their heart healthy. It just depends on your own personal health. However, modern Koreans love food trends and even new diet trends. If you ever go to Korea, you will notice lots of trendy and hipster cafes. This is because Koreans really enjoy following food trends. Even though Koreans like keeping up with trends, the traditional cuisine is still very popular and prevalent in society. I would now like to talk about some popular Korean foods as well as some of my favorites. So stew is a very common dish in Korea. One of my personal favorites is kimchi sundubu jjigae, which is a soft tofu stew with kimchi broth and pork belly. It is spicy and it's perfect for a cold day. It usually comes in a stone bowl. This is because when you remove the stone bowl from the heat, the stew is still boiling, and it's very popular to crack an egg while it's boiling, and the egg just poaches in the broth. If you ever go out to Korean restaurants, you'll notice that most foods, even rice and stuff, is served in these stone bowls just to keep the food hot and fresh. Bibimbap is another traditional yet super popular Korean dish. It's healthy, it's easy to eat, and it can even be eaten on the go. It doesn't always have to be in a stone bowl. Korean grocers even sell instant bibimbap, which is kind of like the instant ramen, but it's just add water to the rice and the seasoning. So the word bibimbap literally means mixed rice. Bibi means mix and bap means rice. It is a bowl of white rice topped with namul, which is sauteed vegetables such as mushrooms, carrots, etc. And then there's always usually some type of kimchi, whether it's cabbage kimchi, which is the classic, cucumber kimchi, and then a fried sunny side up egg, and gochujang, which is chili pepper paste. It's super tasty with meats and everything. And then for my last popular dish, I would like to talk about a popular Korean snack food called tteokbokki. Tteokbokki is a street food, snack food, beer snack, and it's just overall beloved dish in Korea. You often see it in the street, the night markets, or just the street food, I don't know what to call them, the street food carts, yeah. Tteokbokki is made from long, white, chewy rice cakes, fish cakes, onions, and is sauteed with either spicy or non-spicy gochujang. Some people even eat tteokbokki with lots of melted white cheese on top. You can even buy, like I mentioned before, you can buy instant tteokbokki, which is the just add water, just add sauce and heat it up. In conclusion, for this project, Korean food is very spiritual. While Korea is always changing and following new trends and changing at just a super rapid pace, the food will always be there. The traditions will always be there. And yeah, that is it for this project. Thank you for listening.